Okay, guys, so it is the 29th of May. The time is just past 2 o'clock. And I think I just have to be grateful for every blessing because every blessing has its own timeline from start to finish. So, what happened was I woke up around 7 o'clock. My sister woke me up. She needed to be dropped off at uni. I was like, all right, cool. I wrote all this down just so I don't forget. Um, okay, yeah, so I dropped her off at school. I dropped her off at the train station, but my eyes were just finished, right? They've been finished for about a week or so, but they're improving, which is good. I woke up, I looked like I had like clown makeup on, honestly. It was that bad. So I dropped my sister off. I had some food, I brushed my teeth, and I was like, you know what? I'm up. I can I'm up at 7 o'clock. I've got a lesson at 10, I've got a few hours, you know what? I can do some calisthenics. I want to train I want to train shoulders today. So I thought, let me go park. I could do some recording. I just get, you know what? I could get something done for today. So I was like, with his handstand push-ups, using my resistor bands to hit my sides and my back or my shoulders, and then I could go back to my grandma's, and then later I could do um what's it? I can do some back work, with like Romanian deadlifts. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna do that, but I put the drops on, I closed my eyes, and before I knew it, the time was 11:30 in the morning, and I was so mad at myself. Like I woke up early, I was gonna do some calisthenics, but I'm telling you, my eyes literally just gave up on me. Like I woke up and my eyes just like, nope, I'm not gonna open for you today. So I forced them open. I literally just like this, opened them, put some drops in, and my eyes just like, no, we're closing them for you. And then so it's just one of those things, man. And so I was mad at myself. Like I was like, yes, I finally woke up early. Do you know what I mean? And yet things don't go my way, you know. But yeah, like seriously, maybe this just had to happen so I can create this little message to you guys, but also to myself that I just have to accept the situation. Like it's hard, but my eyes just, they gave up on me. They're better now, but I have to wear shades because they're not very pretty to look at. So like I said, I missed the majority of the lesson, but I was able to speak to my mentor, you know, and he's able to put a lot of it into perspective because like he's an older gentleman, he's an older bloke, he's been through it. I think he's in his 60s now, so he's just chilling right now. He's happy with his situation, and it's nice talking to someone who's a bit older, you know, and he just gave me the perspective that I was lacking. And he's just telling me how just don't stress about it, man. Just don't stress about it. Stress kills you, And I knew that. Obviously, we all know that stress kills us. But he was telling me about his personal situation with his mate. Don't want to get too into it because he probably doesn't want me to say it, but told me about it, and he's just like, the message is just don't worry about it, And you're just saying, you know, as long as you put the work in and you're pushing through all the obstacles, despite how many they are, because they're all temporary, by the way, you know, you will get to your destination, however long it takes, whether it's 5 minutes, 5 years, and all these setbacks, all these obstacles, they're temporary, and I'll just get new ones in the upcoming future anyway. So it's like I can't really worry about any setback, to be honest, because I'm just gonna get new ones eventually. I don't know when, but I don't know how, but I will. I always will. You know what I mean? So as long as I put the work in, I put in the effort and the action to be able to get to that particular destination, eventually something will happen. Eventually, I will get there. He's also telling me how lucky I am that I'm religious, I'm Muslim, and how I'm spiritual, even though he's not. And I suggest to him, if he's watching this P, that just look into something. Whether it's Islam, Christianity, I don't know. You take your pick. I'm not gonna force you to look into mine. If you want, you can, but I mean, you say you're envious, but just like look into something, whatever floats your boat, to be honest. And he was just telling me how I should draw upon Allah and Islam as much as I can. And he's right, for someone who's not religious or spiritual, he's right. My journey with Islam has been from day one. Obviously, I was born Muslim or not, and all that stuff, all the good stuff. But obviously, you have your own personal journey with it, where you tell yourself, you know what, I am sticking with this religion, and I feel like it's harder these days. Not so harder these days, but you know, for me anyway, I'll probably speak for myself. I told myself, like, you know what, I am gonna stick with this. I am gonna stick with this religion, and I found that maybe last year or a bit after that. So in a way, I'm still kind of new. I put them quotations. I'm still new to my journey in Islam, if that makes sense. Because I was raised up in it, but like I said, you have to find your own particular journey with it, and you have to give yourself the acceptance. And I am sticking with this. I'm not going to go anywhere else. This is the right thing for me. And for me, that was about last year or so. And so I hope hopefully you understand the gist of what I'm saying. But he's right. And talking to older wise men is a blessing, especially when you can have these open conversations. Because a lot of these open conversations you can't really have with the older generation because there's such a generational gap. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's something very particular evident within the South Asian community. Where it's like you want to speak about something, but you simply can't because for you to have that open conversation, you have to start all the way from day one. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but it's just very difficult, you know what I mean? Because the elders or your parents, they have a set way of doing things, and but you see something else that you want to do, but you also want to be respectful for them, and so it's just this whole juggling act. Whereas like you can't really say what you want to do, but you can't also talk to them about what you want to do, and so you're really in this it's like stage where you're by yourself. And for me, just having my mentor there and just being able to speak to him just occasionally, speak to him like, you got this, and just him just giving me his life advice and the things that he's been through. It's just nice to have. Do you know what I mean? So I'm blessed with that. But like I was saying, like every blessing has its timeline. Like I have no job, but by not having no job, I'm able to improve my connection with Allah. I have no job, but I have the ability to have less sleep or to be able to sleep as much as I want, or within reason, obviously, and pray tahajjud. I have no job or no Wi-Fi at home, but I have the ability to visit my grandma, and because she lives near the mosque, I can go to the mosque and pray as well. I have no relationship or no intimate relationship, let's say, even though those are being spoken about, and I have my own thoughts about it, which I'll say later. But I have less responsibilities, and so I have time to improve myself. So when the opportunities do come around my way, I can take them. And so at the end of the day, it's just being grateful for every situation, despite how annoying it is, despite how hard it is. I feel like you can have the ability to be frustrated, annoyed at the situation, as long as you're putting work and you're putting effort into, fixing and mending the situation to the best of your ability, and just putting that work in. Slowly but surely, something will chip away, and eventually something will happen. And it's like my mentor was saying, it's just like, just don't worry about the timeline. Just worry about you putting in the work. And if you're not putting in the work in, then you should be worried. As long as you're putting in the work in, as long as you're doing something to get to where you're trying to go, don't worry. It may take 5 minutes, 5 years, but as long as you're putting in the work in, it's all right. And you know what? I am putting the work in. It's slow, grudgeless. I don't know if that's a word. It's just, I guess how I like to say it's like you're walking in the trenches and you just got mud up to your knees, and you're just walking through the best you can. That's how I feel like right now. Everything's just slow, but eventually I'll get past the trench. And yeah, that's how I wanted to start. Just me being grateful for every situation, despite how annoying it can be, because Alhamdulillah. And yeah, so today I need to work on my CV, and then I'm gonna do some calisthenics, and hopefully, if I have enough time, I'm gonna try and do some Arabic as well. So yeah, let's get the day started. Okay, guys, so it's the next day. I wasn't able to film afterwards because I came back from the gym, and then it was about maybe 9:45, 10. Came, and then I had to eat, and then I had to pray Isha and then all that stuff. And then by the time that got all finished and sorted, I was like, let me just go home. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try and wake up early. And I did wake up early, but again, my eye decided to not, play with me, play against me. And to be honest, today my eye is just not doing so well. This eye in particular. You know what? Let me just show you. Like, I can't even open it. That's how bad it is. So I don't know what's gonna happen today. Honestly, this eye is just really irritating, really sore. I'm gonna try and get something done, but if not, I'm just gonna end the video here. And today might just have to be a day where I accept a temporary defeat. Temporary. This is temporary. Temporary defeat, and then my eye just restore and heal itself for a little bit, and go from there. So if this is the end, then like, comment, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. And thank you for watching. This is gonna be a road to journey, a road to glory. But how would it be a glory if there wasn't if there wasn't many obstacles, many setbacks, many things that many obstacles that stop you from achieving the glory that you deserve. And this is one of those things. Even your own body going against you. But yeah, take care, guys, and peace.